What's the pettiest thing you did that worked? My neighbor used to park his giant truck in front of my house every single day. Not his house, my house. And I'm talking about a massive truck that blocked my view when backing out of my driveway. I tried being nice at first. I knocked on his door with cookies I baked that morning and politely asked if he could park in front of his own house. He just laughed and said, "Public street, sweetheart. First come, first served." So I started documenting every time his truck stayed over the 72-hour parking limit. I'd take pictures with timestamps and everything. But when I called parking enforcement, nothing happened. Turns out he was friends with the local officer who kept forgetting to check it out. That's when I noticed he always left his windows cracked open about an inch, even during winter. He was a smoker and hated the smell in his precious truck. So I got creative. I bought birdseed, the cheap stuff, nothing fancy. Every morning while walking my dog, I'd sprinkle just a tiny bit on his truck roof. Not enough that he'd notice right away. Just a little bit, day after day. Within 2 weeks, birds were gathering on his truck every morning. At first, just a few, then more and more. They'd sing, they'd poop, they'd fight for the seeds. And sometimes they'd find their way through those cracked windows. One morning, I heard him screaming outside. A bird had gotten inside his truck and completely freaked out. There were feathers everywhere, and apparently it pooped all over his fancy leather seats. The next day, he parked in front of his own house, but I didn't stop with the bird seed right away. That would be too obvious. I waited a week, then stopped. He never figured it out. Last month at the neighborhood BBQ, he was complaining about the crazy birds in our area that targeted his truck for weeks. I just smiled and passed him the ketchup. The funniest part? Now he keeps his windows completely shut, even in summer. I saw him the other day sitting in his truck sweating because he's too scared to crack a window. Sometimes I walk by with a little bag of seed in my pocket, just so I can watch him glare at the birds in the trees. He stole my parking spot for 3 years, so I gave him a lifelong fear of birds. Seems fair to me.